Welcome to another video, Walk on the Wild Side, and I am here on North Promenade in Blackpool. Check out the tower behind me. It's a bit gloomy in Blackpool today. It's fairly quiet as well. It's also absolutely freezing. We've got the wind coming out of the east today. What a difference to the other day. I could actually feel the sun the other day. Nice and sunny, no winds, but today a little bit different. Yeah, we've got a bit of a breeze coming from the east and it's absolutely freezing. I'm just here opposite the Strand Hotel. Just behind me is where the Derby Baths used to be. It's one of my favourite parts of the promenade actually, yeah. So what I'll do is we'll take a little look around. I'm not too far away from that hotel that was set on fire. It's just up there. I want to have a little look and see where they're up to. I don't think they're working on it today. I think they've knocked about half of it down, so we'll go and have a little look at that. And once we've done that, we'll probably head into town and see what's going on there, shall we? So here's a little look over the Irish Sea. Down on the lower promenade there, we've got the beach patrol. There they are, they're just checking up. It looks really calm out there actually. Just look how calm the sea is. There's loads of people out there. Well, I'll say there's a few people out there. I can see some figures miles off there. Look at that view towards the North Pier. Isn't it great, the view that you get from up here? Wow. So I'm just by one of these ramps which takes you down to Middle Walk, and then when you get onto Middle Walk you can get down onto Lower Walk, but unfortunately these are closed off. But most of them are closed off anyway. There's one just opposite the Imperial up here which is open. So if you want to get down onto the Middle Walk when you're along here, there's only one of these walkways that's open. We've actually got temporary traffic lights going on here. There was a massive traffic jam up here before. But it is looking a bit gloomy today in Blackpool. Here comes a tram. Anyone for Fleetwood Ferry? Yeah, so straight opposite there on the corner with Worley Road used to stand the Derby Baths. I've spoken about it many times, and I've always wondered why, ever since it was knocked down in around about, I think it was 1990, that's 35 years ago, isn't it? And nothing has ever been done with this land ever since. It's not been used for anything. It's not been used for events. It's not been used for car boots. It could be though, couldn't it? I'm just wondering why it's never been used. I don't know. Was there a clause in it? This is a waste of good land really, isn't it? You could build a big hotel on that, couldn't you? Or you could actually turn it into a park or something. I don't know. What do I know? But it's a bit of a mystery why nothing's been done with it. That hotel there, the Grand Hotel, now a Britannia Hotel, but it was formerly the Hilton. But it started out as the Pembroke Hotel. Used to be a nightclub in there as well called Springs, if anybody remembers that. Have you noticed how the design of it means that everyone in a room gets to see a good view of the sea? It's good though, isn't it? It's actually a good design, isn't it? Not the most pretty looking hotel, but interesting design. We're just going to take a look up here and check out this hotel. It's just next to the Imperial. We'll go and check it out and see where they're up to with the demolition. Here's another one of those walkways. So like I say, there's only one of these along here that's open, and there's 5 of these altogether. The only one that's open is the one in front of the Imperial. So I'm now just opposite the Imperial Hotel, and we've got this walkway here which is open. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to have a quick look down here. Yeah, I think they've had to close all this off because I think it's a bit unsafe, or one of them. There's certainly one of them where they've had to put like braces on it or something. The next one along, you see that one up there? I don't know if you can tell, but they've kind of like put some braces in it. So yeah, 1926 was when all this was built here, Middle Walk, and it was designed by the council architect at the time, J.C. Robinson. He was responsible for designing quite a lot of buildings in Blackpool, public buildings, libraries, schools, that sort of thing. And yeah, it is quite impressive, this. But it's... How you doing? All right? It has been kind of forgotten, and it did turn into a little bit of a no-go area in the sort of latter part of the last century. Yeah, it's become a bit of an area for alcoholics, homeless people, drug taking and cruising. But yeah, it's a cracking spot to ride your bike or take a walk down here. Not quite what it used to be when it was first built, I'm afraid. In 1926, I'm sure that this was quite a posh part of Blackpool Promenade. If you look at some old pictures, you might see people walking along here, and on the lower walk down there, all dressed up with hats, and yeah, all very, very smart. I think this part of Blackpool Promenade, the north of the town, was always a bit posher, a bit more middle class than the main drag, you know. Yeah, when the middle classes mixed with the working classes, you know, when the working classes got money, they came to Blackpool, didn't they? And it was previously a middle class resort, yeah. So that must have been a bit interesting, yeah. But they certainly made some places, like the North Pier, when that opened, it was for the middle classes, really. It's quite expensive to go on, and that's why they built the Central Pier a few years later, 5 years later, because that was more for the working classes. That was a bit cheaper to go on, so there you go. But we cater for all here in Blackpool. Blackpool Council. Site safety, no admittance for unauthorised personnel. Yeah, I've just noticed this here, there's like a solar panel, and there's, I don't know what that is there. Is it like a transmitter or something? I wonder what that's for. Monitoring equipment or something? They're not monitoring seismic activity, are they? We're not worried about earthquakes, are we? Anyway, I'm going to have to go back up here unless I fancy a long walk up to the Metropole. But I want to check out that hotel, so we'll have to go back up here anyway. So we'll go and check on that hotel now, shall we? The Imperial Hotel here in Blackpool. Look at that. Isn't it magnificent? 1865. A little bit of a faded glory these days, but it's great that we've still got it, along with many other historic landmarks. I'm going to try and get across the road now if I can. A bit busy. Let's go and check out this hotel. So this road here is called Wilton Parade. I've just noticed a sign on the side of the President Hotel. There it says Rutland Gate. Rutland Gate. Well, there's a hotel in that block called the Rutland. So we'll head up here, shall we? And see where we're up to. Well, they've still got the front to do. And I wonder how old that building was. Not as old as the Imperial, certainly not. And you know what? I've been past it a few times and not really taken much notice of it, but it certainly wasn't derelict. I don't think it was derelict. I don't think it was in bad condition. Not like some buildings can be. But it's getting knocked down now after that fire. Look at that there. I think we'll go and have a look around the back, shall we? See what's going on around there. Unfortunately the gate's shut, so we can't really get much of a look round the back. You've got that cherry picker there, there's a load of bricks, but I might try and have a look around the other side actually. Well, there happened to be an open alley gate here, so we can have a look from this side. Hopefully might be able to see a little bit more. Look at the old cobbles there, or do you call them sets? Underneath the tarmac there. Let's see what we can see. Oh. Now then, look at that. Well, they're well into it, but from what someone were telling me, they expected to have it all down by today, but as you can see, they're probably about halfway through maybe. Oh, look, all the beds are in there as well, look, mattresses and everything. Yeah, look at the state. Yeah, so there's a bit of work to go on yet there. I'm going to head towards the town now. Let's go and check out and see what Blackpool's like. How busy is it on a Saturday? I just noticed this little bit of concrete base on the footpath here and wondered what it was. It must have been a speed camera. Yeah, there was a speed camera here. You can still see the lines there. So that was a speed camera, which they've taken down. So there you go. You can race along here now again. Lansdowne Crescent, the Claremont and the Tiffany's. Got a bit of a wedding reception going on here. It's a bit of a grey day for a wedding today, but at least it's not raining. Let's have a look at that view again. So I'm getting close to the Metropole now, and just here at Cocker Square actually, and this is interesting. We've got a load of catering trucks over there. Location catering for film and TV, moonshine. Well, this is interesting. I wonder what they're filming. So I'm now heading down General Street. Someone's had a few. Too many, I think, possibly.
Got the vlog.
Yo! They all watch me. Welcome to Filey Place car park. Unless you drive a Suzuki Swift and you stay over your time, or you don't buy a ticket. That's what you get, I'm afraid. So we're just by the Metropole. There's some vans down here. I wonder if there's something going on down there. Let's go and check it out, shall we? Let's go and have a nosy. So it looks like there might have been something going on down here. I don't know if I've missed it. Yeah, it was Netflix filming for a Japanese movie, something like that. I think they said it was called Ten Dance or something. So it looks like I've missed all the action, folks, but if you've heard about that, if you know what it's about, let me know in the comments. A Japanese movie called Ten Dance. So I've now made it to Talbot Square. Yeah, this weather's going to stick around for a while, I think. We've got high pressure in charge again, but it's the sort of high pressure that keeps the cloud. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to get to see a whole lot of sunshine over the next few days. So this is where it all started for Blackpool, here in Talbot Square. The town grew outwards from here. We didn't get the town hall until it was around about 1900, yeah. They had to do without a town hall for, well, quite a while actually. Looking grand. Used to have a steeple on the top, by the way, yeah. Used to have a steeple on the top, and they dismantled that in 1930s, yeah. I think it was unsafe. Maybe it could have toppled over in some strong winds, but here's a look down Market Street towards the tower. There you go. So there you go, that was a little walk around Blackpool. I've made it here to the town centre, or Talbot Square should I say. A little bit gloomy, a little bit cold, but there's life. There's life in this town. Yeah, so I thought I'd just give you a little bit of a look around, keep you updated on what's going on. If you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.